Come on. Come on. Alright. Hello, my loves. I'm Jessi Moon, your sister in the craft. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than how I would normally like to do my videos. It's going to be very casual, as you can see. I just really felt like it was important to make this video because tonight there is a new moon in Cancer, and as some of you may know, I am a Cancer sun. This is something that is very near and dear to my heart, and I'm very excited for this new moon and to do a ritual tonight. And I really wasn't planning on doing this video, but I was answering a few questions on Reddit and some about the new moon tonight. And as I was writing these responses to these questions, I was like, man, I really should have made a video, but leave it to me. I am such a procrastinator to leave it a few hours before we're due for this new moon. So I wanted to try and make a video with as little edits as possible. So if this is a little more rough around the edges today, please forgive me, but I'm gonna try and just get through as quick as possible so I can get this up in time for you to actually utilize it for your rituals or your whatever you have planned for your new moon. So I wanted to share a few things that you can do tonight for this new moon in Cancer. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Cancer. Cancer is a very mothering, very nurturing energy. The ruling planet for her is the moon, and as you probably know, the moon is tied very strongly with our emotion. Cancer is the sensitive crab, hard on the outside, soft on the inside. She is the homemaker, and I say she because this is a very strong feminine energy, and so that gives you a little bit of an idea about Cancers. They are highly intuitive, very sensitive, emotional beings. They are usually very in tune with their emotions, and that is what this new moon is all about. Tonight, it is a great time to start setting intentions for this new moon, and particularly for self-care goals for your future, and just looking at your overall emotional well-being and checking in with yourself, taking a strong but honest and fearless look at the things in your life that you're doing that are not serving you, that are not helping you nurture your emotional needs, that you may be ignoring or putting off. But this new moon is really urging you to take a look and to sit with yourself, your emotions, and to really see what it is that you need to let go of that's not serving you, and what it is that you want to draw in and attract more of when it comes to nurturing yourself and caring for your emotional needs. He's a distraction. See, I'm trying to get through this without edits, and he just climbs up here in my lap. Anyways, so this is a great time for making sigils, for starting long-term manifestations. And by long-term, I mean 6 months, because we won't see this full moon in Cancer until 6 months from now. So when we start this now, it's something we can work on for the next 6 months towards that goals, with the lunar cycles, towards achieving those goals. So we're kind of channeling that cosmic energy, that lunar energy, along with our own intentions, our own energy. And when it comes to our emotions and our emotional needs, there is a lot of energy there. So these are going to be very powerful manifestations. These are going to be very powerful sigils. The question that inspired me to sit down and make this video was, can you activate more than one sigil at a time? And is it a good time, or are new moons a good time to activate sigils? And I told her, aside from, yes, you can activate sigils more than one at a time if you have the energy and the focus, especially if they don't really pertain to each other. But I told her the moon aspect of it was more so in line with each new moon. So I told her that if she was wanting to use a sigil per se to work with the new moon, to focus it in on those emotional needs and self-care goals, and to really try and make sigils to charge that if you're working with this moon in particular, or whatever each moon is dealing with. It really just depends, and you can usually do a quick and easy Google search on that. But as always, if you ever have any questions, please feel free to drop them below, and I will try and answer them either in the comments or get a video out to you to break it down if it's something that needs a more complex explanation. So tonight, some different things that you can incorporate into your new moon ritual would be, you can make sigils that pertain to whatever it is that you're trying to draw in, or whatever that intention is that you're trying to set. Or you can make it more precise, write out, with sigils, they have to be very precise, and you want to write them in a term of present tense, as if you already have achieved that thing. So I will, I am statements. Keep that in mind when working with sigils. And I am actually going to be doing a breakdown on sigils very soon, and showing you how to incorporate candle magic into your sigils. But for now, my go-to activation method for sigils is by fire. It is a very effective way, and something that I like to do is to draw my sigils onto a bay leaf, and I will ignite them, and then I will blow the ashes out into an offering, out as an offering to the universe. So that is one way you can activate your sigils. This is a night to be very mindful of your emotional needs. So something that, and nurturing yourself. So something I would suggest tonight, it would be to do a ritual bath. If you have a bathtub, these are a great way to not only to cleanse ourselves, but to nurture ourselves. And while you're in the tub, you can really meditate on what emotional needs you need to pay more attention to, what self-care you need to put more time into, or maybe you're not incorporating it at all and you want to make some major changes. Something I plan to do in my own ritual tonight is to sit down and actually make a 6-month goal of like a care plan for myself, essentially like the things that I'm wanting to change right now in my life, that I need to work on, and breaking each one of those things down in ways that aren't so overwhelming, that I can work at over the next 6 months. And when we do this, it helps us to be mindful of our emotional needs and to be working on them every day. And when you make this energetic exchange, so to speak, with the lunar cycles, with yourself, and you're making these sigils and you're working on these goals and drawing in that attraction, you are working towards these long-term goals a little bit each and every day, and that allows you to be closer to yourself, and it will help you feel reconnected with yourself. This is something I need so bad right now, and I am so excited for this new moon. So I really just wanted to toss out a few ideas of things that you could do tonight. So like I said, sigils, a ritual bath, writing out your long-term goals for the next 6 months if you plan on making a commitment to this lunar cycle, and make a commitment to working on your emotional health, your emotional needs, and your own self-care. So if that's something that you feel like you need more of in your life, this is a great moon to start working with on that, towards that goal, and to really just harness that power and that energy while you're creating and releasing these intentions into the universe. But like I said, I wanted to keep this as short as possible, so I didn't have to make a ton of edits, and I could get this up to you guys as quickly as I possibly can. But the more I talk, the more likely I am to mess this up. So and have to go back and edit a whole bunch. So I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. I hope this was helpful, and thank you so much for watching this video and just supporting me and my journey and sharing your energy with me today and always here on my channel. I really appreciate it. If you could give this video a like, if you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it. It really does help. I hope to really grow an interactive community here where all of us can exchange knowledge and learn from one another, and that's why I call it the melting pot. So thank you again so much for being a part of my melting pot and sharing your energy here with me today. And I hope you have many successes and luck with this new moon and the manifestations. And with that, until next time, bless. You're so good, kitty. I love you.